you'll always be excited because you will know that every little thing you do is connected to the bigger picture of what you're really excited about. Happy day.
Happy day, yes. Here we are together in the same planet, on the same part of the planet. We're in Italy.
Yeah,
Cool,
it's
yeah.
beautiful.
It's beautiful, yeah. So, yeah, shall we channel the guys and see what they think of the whole thing at the moment?
Okay, sure. Hello, and we say fantastic day to you at this moment of your time. We are the Pleiadian Council, and we thank you for allowing this interaction to take place. It is a gift, blessing, and honor to connect with your world as always, and we ask, how can we be of support to you at this moment of your time?
Hello, it's lovely to have you here. My voice has gone down, just your presence. I feel
All right?
an energy. Wow.
Yes.
That's really something. So we've been doing this podcast for a little while now. How do you feel the podcast is progressing?
We love it. It is fantastic.
And what do you see for the future direction? Have you got any suggestions?
Ask the audience.
Ask the audience.
And also, what excites you? Whatever excites you in the moment is certainly relevant. It's your show after all, so what do you want to do?
Well, yes. What interests me at the moment is this idea there of bliss and living blissfully, which is why I feel that we're going to change the website name from what we planned, which was pleiadianperspective.com, and use instead blissbeings.com, which is about being blissful.
Yes.
And that's a change that happened kind of through the course of the interviews we did. I felt, no, what I really want is not to focus too much on the ET aspect, but to go straight to how to live joyfully. Do you feel that's a good change?
We love it very much as well because, after all, we are not coming here to educate you about everything that is out there. We are here to change your planet.
How do you think the planet is doing right now? We're in September 2024.
The vibration is rising gradually in waves. Sometimes that means you take some steps backwards to then go further forwards. This is the general trend, and there are many big opportunities for growth that are taking place.
What's the good place to be on the planet right now? Where should we avoid and where should we be on the planet?
Be wherever you are.
And which places are evolving well?
Many places are evolving well. They're all evolving according to their own soul destiny. Remember this, that every soul has a soul contract made before incarnating to incarnate into the specific place that they incarnate into at that time. And so many who have found themselves still living where they were born have had these experiences out of a soul contract that are serving their unique soul journey. And there needs to be those beings that are evolving their frequency and connecting to greater light in all parts of the world. Some people are working with the light and choosing to live in more dense energies because simply their presence there is causing an effect, is bringing a shift to those around them that others might not be aware of. Now, you must go wherever you are drawn to go. All of you have different soul callings. listening to your passion and listening to the synchronicities will direct you to where you really need to be. There are many different themes that different places are exploring, and the different themes that are offered in each location serve the souls that are called to those themes. So you have to get clear into what your soul theme is and find an environment that suits that and resonates with that. Naturally, your intuition will guide you to these places. Pay attention to how you feel in your body in different places. Often, especially for those of you who are sensitive, you feel the energy of a place as soon as you arrive. And this sense will help you very much in knowing where to direct your focus, where to spend more of your time.
Okay, that's great. There's one thing you mentioned in all of the episodes we've done that really impressed me. When I asked, what do you guys do for fun? You said, every moment is fun. We're always having fun. We're always excited.
Yes.
And that seems to be what you want to teach us.
Yes.
That every now moment can be exciting.
Yes.
And that felt to me like a very clear lesson, because that is really, I mean, I've been doing this for a couple of years. It's kind of 4 years since I first got involved with this. And I feel like a bubble, like it's this now energy comes from my heart area, and every moment can be blissful.
Yes, it absolutely can be.
And I feel a lot of people, I mean, I certainly never knew that idea. A lot of people think, well, the future will be blissful, or it was blissful in the past, or it would be blissful if this other thing happened that hasn't happened.
Bliss is much easier to tap into when you have these peak experiences that are generated through following your passion and following the formula, yes. And often these peak experiences can also happen through spiritual work and meditation and many other things. Though you have to really integrate this understanding that everything is here and now. And this means that if you've experienced that frequency before, that means that that frequency is still available to you here and now. And remember, all beings are available for you to contact in the here and now. And that is why we sometimes remind you that we are not just there when the channel is channeling or when a channel is channeling. We are always connected with you, and it is only that you have to match our frequency to feel our energy to bring in that sense of connection. So another thing that sometimes people struggle with is that they forget this everything is here and now as they do things you consider mundane. And you must remember that following the formula is to do what you're excited about the way you're excited about doing it. And so there are routine things that can't be avoided. If you want to do things to the best of your ability, for example, it means that you have to have an orderly space that allows you to flow without losing things and without losing time trying to find things and feeling distressed that things are not in the way that you prefer them to be. Yet sometimes people feel frustration with tasks like cleaning. But remember, everything is here and now, and that this simple task is required for you to do things the way you want to do them, with the least resistance, the least obstacles. So in this way, when you frame all of the mundane things in this way, you'll always be excited because you will know that every little thing you do is connected to the bigger picture of what you're really excited about. And for those of you who find these mundane things tiresome, you really need to use a permission slip like a vision board to get yourself connected to what your big picture is, so that you don't only feel excitement when you're doing the best and most exhilarating things, that you can carry the momentum from those exhilarating things into the things that you consider mundane. And the more you do this, the more you'll find that when you're cleaning, or when you're organizing your bank account, or when you're doing something that you before dreaded, that you still feel in the flow, that you even get downloads, that you can surrender and let go of that sense that this task is preventing you from anything, because it's not. It's part of the flow just as much as everything else.
Yes, I certainly find that in my own life, that a lot of the routine and mundane things and the little hiccups that would bother me before, I can feel your presence. I can feel my own presence is expanded and more serene. It's kind of strange. But the thing is not only the mundane, but also the challenging, the things which we kind of dread and think, oh my God, you know, those moments. You guys say you are always excited, you are always having fun.
Yes.
And that is what you're teaching us, I think, is not only to be joyous and then extend that into the mundane, but to extend that right into the oh my God moments.
Yes.
That is exactly what you're talking about.
Precisely.
It is mind-blowing. It's really mind-blowing.
We can add that another reason that everything is effortless for us is because there's no more conflict. And the step in moving towards a place where there's no more conflict is in recognizing that everyone is already one. You are one with all of the other beings around you. And therefore, when other people trigger you or upset you, as you say, you are being given a mirror reflection. Their energy is matching something that exists within you. The energy you're feeling is within yourself. And that person is the outer reflection of an inner experience you're having. When you change your frequency, the other people around you will change, not before. And when more people start to recognize this, there will be no conflicts, because everybody will come to recognize that other people are behaving exactly the way that oneself needs those other people to behave in order to gain the lessons, in order to see the mirror reflection of one's own frequency.
Yes, I think you put that very well. Well, I think that's all we have time for this particular podcast. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks to you as well.
Have a great day.
And to you too.
On the spaceship of Babel, we are gliding through the stars on a 5-year mission beyond Jupiter and Mars, a celestial encounter on a future Noah's Ark, and you won't hear us coming, so whisper in the dark. There's an Ewok close behind me as we try to disembark here. Obi-Wan Kenobi as we whisper in the dark. Whisper in the dark.